Why would you not just date a femboy, bro?
Can you
Like,
speak
we've
up, man?
seen the
You're
Grindr
mumbling
pics,
quite a
bro.
bit. Can we turn up
We've
this thing?
seen the Grindr pics, bro. There's the fucking leaks, bro.
You see what?
Literally, I was about to go on like the conversation a second ago, and some guy literally pulled out his phone. He's like, "Oh shit, here's your fucking here's his fucking Grindr profile." I'm like, "Are you serious?"
Grindr?
Bro, you act like you don't know what it is. Literally crashed the RNC.
Myron Gaines was called gay by a deranged radical student in this debate. As Myron Gaines explains why men must lead in relationships, understand the skill sets, yet this woke clown of a student had the gall to call Myron Gaines gay, and Myron Gaines calmly destroys him. Let's jump in.
I haven't seen much of your content before, so I've kind of had to have my crowd fill me in a little bit on what you're talking about and what I've heard thus far. And it seems like you think it's very difficult a lot of times to date women, right? Like there's a whole
To do what? To date?
date, fuck, whatever you're trying to do, right? Like
Yeah.
you have your Womanizer Wednesday podcast. And you're saying how, if I'm understanding you correctly, men need to stop putting so much effort into trying to attract women and simping after them.
Well, it's about making her earn her keep.
Right.
You know, and I don't think enough guys put women through their paces to do that, and that's very counterproductive.
So generally, you're just trying to advocate not
I'm sorry?
putting yourself through as much effort, right? Talk closer to it. Okay.
You're kind of mumbling, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
What was
you're
that?
good, bro. But you're trying to advocate just being more of yourself, I guess, and focusing on yourself and letting women come to you, right?
Well, even being yourself might not necessarily work, right? Because some guys, if they just be themselves, that's like very generic advice. Like, maybe you're boring, maybe you're a bit too analytical, you're autistic or whatever. I think men should obviously be as successful as they can be and also learn, good communication skills, learn how to be, use sarcasm intelligently, make jokes, be charismatic, be able to command a room, be able to speak in the active voice versus the passive voice. These are all skill sets that guys need to learn to really, and it doesn't just help you with women. It helps you like in the boardroom. It helps you in your work. It makes you more likable.
And you think guys in general are better at training those things rather than women who don't always have to?
They're better at what?
Training those aspects, right? Becoming better at communication.
Well, the thing is that men have to figure this out, and if they don't, they're gonna, there's gonna be consequences, reproductive consequences.
Oh, reproductive consequences. So ultimately, if you think that guys have to be so much better at this and they tend to put a lot more like proper effort into their relationships with other men, why would you not just date a femboy, bro?
Can you
Like,
speak
we've
up, man?
seen the
You're
Grindr
mumbling
pics, bro.
quite a bit. Can we turn up
We've
this thing?
seen the Grindr pics, bro. There's the fucking leaks, bro.
You see what?
Literally, I was about to go on like the conversation a second ago, and some guy literally pulled out his phone. He's like, "Oh shit, here's your fucking here's his fucking Grindr profile." I'm like, "Are you serious?" Some guy literally pulled out his phone. He's like, "Oh shit, here's your fucking here's his fucking Grindr profile." I'm like, "Are you serious?"
Grindr?
Bro, you act like you don't know what it is. Literally crashed the RNC. There's pics of you cuddle up with another guy, bro. Like if you just admit it, bro. I say it's pretty great, bro.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, actually, we're here at a big sports school. So I went to Northeastern. I was a Division I athlete. That photo was taken when I was on a training trip. Actually, funny enough, here in Florida, and obviously it's cold in Boston. So we had a training trip, and I always was never a morning person. So what happened was before practice, they broke into my hotel room and woke me up. Right, typical shit that athletes do. And that's when that picture was taken. So they were fucking with me to wake me up for practice. That's where that picture was taken.
This woke-ass student really kept mumbling, claiming that Myron is gay. This is hilarious for coming from a guy who looks more homosexual than ever. Some of these students really despise Myron simply to despise him. There's no real arguments, no real construct in their beliefs, can't even back up their points of view. They try so hard to be correct. I mean, it is just unbelievable at this point. It's lies after lies after lies. Imagine lying to yourself into another lie. That's real depression if I've ever seen it. Let's continue.
You didn't even try sticking it in or nothing?
No, I didn't.
Darn it. You should try it.
Okay. Interesting. Who's up next?
You had him on your show recently. What are your thoughts on James Fishback?
He's cool. It's cool.
That's all. I agree with everything you say, so I'm just
Yeah,
wondering
no,
what you
I
think
like
about it.
Fishback. He's cool.
Okay. Oh, that's all.
No worries. I support any politician that doesn't take AIPAC money or, Jewish lobby money. So that's very hard to do.
Hi, I just have a few questions for you. My first one, I just want to ask why you go by Myron instead of Amru.
Sure. So before I started this internet stuff, I was a special agent with Homeland Security Investigations. I did, a lot of high-profile cases. And since I have a unique name, you would be able to look up cases that I did on Pacer, which is like the federal database that shows all the criminal complaints and indictments and shit like that. So since I had a unique name, and I was the affiant on a lot of cases, I was when I started doing my fitness business, which eventually turned into YouTube and everything else like that, I use a stage name. And then after I resigned from the government, the stage name just stuck. So I never, people say all the time, oh, you changed your government name. No, it's still the same. I never changed it. But that is why I used a different name, and it just kind of stuck on.
Okay, yeah, that makes a little sense. I just feel like most people would probably revert back to their real name when going online.
Yeah, because people never care about the truth, right? They try to come in and say you changed their name when I never did.
Well, I mean, for a person like you whose personality is mainly online, changing your name is just going by a different name. The government papers don't matter too much, I feel like. But anyways, I'll move on to my next question. It's kind of just a statement that I'd like from you. I wonder because I know you're a Sudanese man, a black Sudanese man, I'm wondering why you bring so much more attention proportionally to the conflicts in Gaza and then the women's rights instead of focusing on the genocide that's taking place in Sudan. I feel like as a Sudanese man, you might have a responsibility since you have a platform.
It's interesting that you say that because I've talked about it many times. You might not watch my show. I've already discussed Sudan many different times. I've talked about Hemeti. I've talked about the civil war going on.
So
I've talked about it in detail.
Could I just get your opinions on that really quick?
On what's going on in Sudan?
Yeah.
It's horrible. And I've talked about how the UAE is supplying it. And obviously, Hemeti's been kind of raping the country with the gold. And selling it to the Russians and other people as well. But yeah, no, it's horrible, dude. It's horrible. I've definitely talked about it. I don't know if you watch my show or not, but I've done it multiple times.
Too much, to be honest, so I can't speak on
fine.
that. I know you mostly focus on more controversial conflicts, which I feel like makes sense because it draws the views and everything. But
well, I mean, I cover it all, man. I do, political commentary, so that's obviously going to come in.
Oh yeah, that's all I needed though. Thank you.
No worries.
So Myron Gaines explained the supposed leaks online, yet this weird student kept pushing the goalpost as if he was trying to prove something. And another student asked about his real name and gave out his full background. Like, folks, you guys watched the entire clip if you're listening to me right now. What is so homosexual about what Myron has done throughout his career? They say a picture can write 1,000 words. But the question is, what are those 1,000 words? I mean, it was taken out of context, and these woke liberal students try to use that against Myron, and it fails because he's not even into that stuff. It's that simple. I mean, it's pretty gay to be obsessed with the idea that he might be gay and trying to prove it. What a clown. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, comment down below, share your thoughts, and we'll see you in the next one.